What's up, y'all? Eddie here with my YouTube channel, Eddie Fix It. So today I'm going to show you how to properly clean out a Shark self-emptying robot vacuum. So even though this thing is self-emptying, you still have to clean out the compartment on the vacuum itself. It gets pretty gross. So what you do is you take the filters out like so, and you blow them out with an air compressor. That's really all you have to do. Most of that dust and grime, dirt and stuff that's in there comes right off with an air compressor. This stuff is stuck on, you can use a scraper. Put it all back together. Just make sure you don't forget to put the filter back in. And now we can move on to the vacuum itself. First thing you want to take out is this large roller. Now, there is a little trick that I learned. Right here gets all kinds of things wrapped around it, and it can throw an error code. So if you get an error code 2 saying there's something stuck under the robot, check this area first. Next areas you want to concentrate on are these sensors. There's 4 of them that goes all the way around the vacuum. If you get an error code regarding your cliff sensors, definitely check these sensors right here. Another area that's commonly forgotten is this little roller on the front of the vacuum. This allows the vacuum to pivot back and forth. That can get all kinds of stuff stuck up underneath it and can cause an error code as well. Then to put this vacuum back together, you just go in the opposite direction of how you took it apart. It goes back together really easy, and most of the parts can only go in one way, so it's kind of self-explanatory on how to slide it back together. And once you're done assembling it, just set this vacuum aside and we'll concentrate on the base. While we're changing gears here, make sure you smash that like and subscribe button below if you like this video. It just helps to motivate and encourage me to keep on making them. Now moving on to the base. First you take out the canister right here. This is the main canister that catches everything that comes out of the robot. In this canister there are a couple of screens in there that do get clogged up. Just take an air compressor and watch the big old dust clouds that come out of this thing once you start blowing it out. You might want to point this thing away from you as you're blowing it out, or you're going to get a face full of dust. And that's no fun for anybody. Trust me, I speak out of experience. Underneath that main collection bin, there's another filter. There are 2 filters in here, so make sure you pull them completely apart. Once you pull them apart, simply take your air compressor and just blow them out like we did before. If you're into instant gratification kind of things, watching that dust get blown off of these filters is pretty enjoyable to watch. Also, this little black filter that's in the bottom here, if it gets really bad, you can use water and rinse it out. Just make sure that it is completely dry before you put it back in. Then just do a quick once over, make sure you blow everything out of the base itself, and get that all nice and clean. Now, here comes the big guy. I owned this vacuum for a long time before I realized that there is another big filter on top here. So you pull that filter out, there's a little like wafer looking thing underneath it. You blow those out. Now this big filter is your main dust catching filter. So pay some attention to it. If your vacuum smells when it's emptying itself, the air that's coming out of it, this is probably your culprit right here. So it's just a foam filter. You slide it out. Make sure that you blow out the holder that's holding on. And then this filter itself, definitely point it away from you because there's going to be a large amount of dust that comes off of this thing, even if you clean it on a monthly basis. Also, this main filter right here is washable as well, and I highly suggest that you do wash it out with some soap and water. Don't forget to put the filters back in on the other side, especially if you took it out and you did wash them off. You're just waiting for them to dry off. I may or may not have done that before, and when your dustbin starts to empty on itself, it's going to blow some dust out of the side of your vacuum base. That'll give you a clear indication that you forgot to put a filter in somewhere. Then after that, you are all done with a nice clean robot vacuum. Keep your floors nice and clean.